And welcome back to the Ratchet Clank Tools of Destruction Let's Play, ladies and gents. Today we're on our first stage, but we don't know where we are. Why is this place? Well, in order to find out where we are, we must see where we are. Oh, we are at the Gelatonium plant on Planet Cobalia. Planet Cobalia? There's nowhere in the Polaris galaxy. So where are we? So we must be in another galaxy. But this doesn't seem like the Bogon galaxy. We're now up to 12 units of nanotech. Oh my god. Oh my god. And my weapons don't seem to be made up by Gelanator, so what kind of weapons are we got? Ooh, fusion grenade is up to level 2! And of course the fusion grenade has better firepower than the combustor, but the ammo is more limited, so I have to conserve my ammo as much as possible, especially with the later levels. But once you do use your weapons more, they'll progressively upgrade. So yes, it's kind of like the weapons upgrade system is kind of like in Ratchet Clank 3. So you'll be able to have up to maximum levels of 5. So yeah. Well, that wasn't good. Right, let's go up. So, well, oh yes, I can actually use the helipad. Do I? I know I do have the thruster pack as well, but I do actually equip it soon. So yeah, I can still use the. Whoa! What is that? What kind of monster is? What kind of monster is that? Strange. You see that everywhere we seem to be finding new enemies everywhere. My god. Seems like even David Attenborough wouldn't know what kind of monster that is. Anyway, let's blast these guys out of... let's take these guys out of their misery. In fact, I think these guys kind of remind me of the monsters from the King Kong movie, the one that Peter Jackson directed. And the one featuring Jack Black. Oh, you guys better not get in my way, because I am not going to let you guys destroy me. Alright, and wall jumping is back again. But unfortunately, it's a lot more sluggish this time round. Fusion grenade ammo. Right, let's go down. We're gonna glide down. Look at that. Look at it. To be fairly honest, the graphical presentation, in my honest opinion, for this game is, I will say, it's much more for HD incarnation of the Ratchet Clank series. It's actually pretty good. I think this being the true HD equivalent of Ratchet Clank is pretty good. The HD trilogy of the Ratchet Clank, which contains the first 3 games of the series, aren't HD remasterings because they were originally on the PlayStation 2, but they don't really look too much in the way of HD high definition. This one, however, is of course is a lot more, you know, actually uses the PS3 power quite good, and I have to say the presentation is pretty impressive. The animation, I will say, is really great, but unfortunately there is an issue with the animation in game, so we'll see that when we get to that. It's not the animation itself, but more the sound mixing. And this is what so many people had an issue with, especially me. I will say that the voice acting of the story is incredible, and in fact it pretty much takes us to a new height. In fact, I will say this, that this game's story is kind of at the start of a reboot. It's kind of a start of a rebooted franchise in the Ratchet and Clank series. I'm going to say this right now. This is this is considered by many to be a continuity reboot in the Ratchet and Clank franchise. We get a lot of some of the memorable characters, but of course we get some new characters in the pipeline as well. We'll be seeing later on in the story that we get to see new characters. Well, mostly our friend, the person that we met last time is none other than Percival Tachyon, the proud ruler of the Cragmites. The ruler of the Cragmites wants us dead because apparently he has a huge grudge against Lombaxes for some odd reason, but we don't understand why until. But I think the Lombax thing may come in the next Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got Gelatonium, which we can collect. We can actually upgrade it for we can purchase upgrades for it for our guns. But like I said, if you want to know more about the Lombaxes, we'll have to wait until a crack in time before we can actually get to that. Or pretty much later on in the story, because I know that it mentions the Lombaxes.
The Imperial Defense Force reports that a Lombax has infiltrated the Star Sector. The Empire expects your full cooperation in neutralizing this threat to our security.
No, I'm not. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have got GrumbleNet. Right, what have we got? Plasma beasts. Oh, plasma beasts. Now this is really fantastic. Now, and so of course. Ooh. Oh. That'd be great. So the more Ratanium you get, the more modifications you can give to your weapon. So if you want to give your weapon that extra oomph, you have to get some Ratanium. Where you can get Ratanium, you can either, in order to get Ratanium, you have to get those special chests and break them. So if you break them, you get a lot of Ratanium. But whenever you modify certain weapons, you can also get Ratanium at certain times. Occasionally as well for defeating enemies once you modify your weapons, so that's good.
Attention citizens of Cobalia. Today is Tachyon Appreciation Day. You must show your devotion to our leader by kneeling at the nearest
who on earth came up with this kind of day? Kind of like Hitler Appreciation Day. Oh, sorry if I was a bit offensive, but yeah. Yeah, Tachyon Appreciation Day. Yeah, Tachyon's kind of a dictator. Anyway, we've got to talk to this guy.
Don't you lay this on me, you worthless sack of Curtius.
What?
You were supposed to watch the tailgate.
Blame the parrot. Always blame the parrot. Is everything all right, sir? Imperial spies. Hide their bodies.
Whack.
Oh, well, excuse my friend. We're just a couple of humble smugglers.
Eh?
Fairly hunted and persecuted wherever we go.
Ooh.
Yep, seems the Imperials have shut down the planet's Gelatonium plant.
Oh.
They must be, looking for someone.
Well, we're kind of stranded ourselves.
What, is that somebody?
Back there. Oh, kill him now, sell their kidneys.
That's not nice!
Stranded, hmm? Well, I'll tell you
That's
what.
not very nice. Kill us and sell our kidneys. That parrot. Why don't you just shoot that parrot and fry him for dinner?
Here, you'll need this Gelanator.
Gelanator. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this game pretty much has its fair share of puzzles, and the Gelanator is the first.
What do you do? What do you say? What's the haps this?
Ooh. Now, this is the segment of every one of GrumbleNet's devices.
Step into our office and take a look.
We'll have a look at. I will go and check out the devices sometime soon. But you actually unlock 2 of them once you get to this guy for the first time, and you get once you make a new game save and call that guy for the first time. You get 2 devices to start off with. First one is of course the leech bomb, which is very useful if you're running low on health. Use it on a very powerful enemy, so you can actually get some of your health back. Kind of like absorb and the kind of like some certain Pokemon attacks where if you use like Mega Drain, Giga Drain, Absorb, or Leech Life or Leech Seed, it'll regain your energy back. And of course we got one of my favorite weapons of the entire game, the Groovatron. Oh, trust me, you're gonna see a lot of that in this entire playthrough, and I mean a lot. Ooh, look at all that. Really nice and sweet. The Gelatonium plant. Here we go. Wee. Watch out for these robots, because if you give them some gelatonium, if you throw some gelatonium, they'll pretty much eat it. Oh, don't you even dare. I need that in order to reach some crates. Anyway, let's go and find those treasure chests, shall we? Now the renegade crates are kind of shaped like treasure chests, kind of like what pirates used to do. Oh, and trust me, this certain part of the game is gonna have some like a treasure vibe. Well, more like a pirate vibe to it. Know where we're gonna see them later on, much later on. Alright, let's drop down and let's go down. Better be careful to not accidentally fall into the gelatonium. Whee! Uh-oh. So let's try out a new one, the Plasma Beast. The Plasma Beasts, in my honest opinion, are really powerful. They can absolutely obliterate either groups of enemies, or if you use it against against powerful enemies, they do some significant damage. So yes. A boom. Crate go boom. Sorry, I just couldn't resist saying that, because I know it always goes bang.
Gelatonium pump restored. Plant operating at 50% efficiency. We must remind you that you are currently defying a direct Imperial decree. Desist at once.
No, I will not stop. I will not stop, because I need to reactivate the power. I need to reactivate the power supply to this because it's got shut down. Oh, why am I using the plasma beats when it's the gelatonium? Oh, my bad. I'm such an idiot, aren't I? Boing up. Alright. Now this can be a bit of a trickier jump to make, so I think if you want to do this. Whoa, it's going down. There we go. Whee! Well, let's glide just to land safely. I'm going to use the fusion grenade for crowd control. Now, you can use the plasma beasts against a crowd of enemies, but I still say the fusion grenade is really good for crowd control, so yeah. That and of course the lightning rapture, which we're going to have next part, which we can actually get next part. That's for eating all the gelatonium. Alright, and unfortunately that gravity strip isn't it's only half done, so let's use that bolt crank to get it done. And yes, for at the start of the game you start with the gravity boots, which is pretty good. Well, it's pretty convenient considering that we had to keep getting it in the later on in each Ratchet Clank game, and it was kind of an inconvenience just to get it later on in the game so that we can't get through to any gravity ramp until later on in the game. So yeah, at least you actually managed to get a good. At least it's unlocked by the beginning of the game, but you have to get the charge boots through a.
Gelatonium plant restored to 100% efficiency. Emperor Tachyon will be most displeased.
Emperor Tachyon could go suck it. Seeing how much of a fascist he is.
You should see that smuggler about the ride he promised.
The smuggler about the ride. Oh yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the smuggler has like a southern accent. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he said one tarnation. Oh, damn it! Which I need to get the Gelanator. Oh yes, apparently the plasma beasts can go and you can actually stun any of the You can actually stun those robots so that they won't be able to eat the Gelatonium, so that you can bounce on it to safety. Yeah, that's good. We're going down. Ha. So let's talk to the smuggler, shall we? But before that, we'll see what we've got. Yes, we got the Groovatron, which is of course a disco ball, which you can actually make the enemies dance. And of course we can.
Now I can take you all as far as
Strat City.
How'd that be?
Not yet.
All right, suit yourself. We'll be here.
We're not going to be going there yet. The Five and Souls.
Look here. There are creatures out there. Now, the ones of the larger variety carrying each of them a leviathan.
Ooh.
Now I'll kill them. I'll collect them, and then sell them. And I'll tell you what. You find any souls, you be sure and bring them on back to me. Yeah. I'll give you a fair price.
Oh, that'll be good. Well, 2,000 bolts each. That's good. But I'll be asking more of the questions next time for where we are. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time for when we're going to be getting the Leviathan souls, getting one of the first of many gold bolts in the game. And yes, the gold bolts are back with a vengeance, and we're going to go through Strata City. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in part 3 of Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction.